Hey guys, it's Leann, Small Town Stitches, and we're back for Flosstube 125. Today's Thursday, August 17th, and yeah, we're back for a 2-week update. So please excuse my incredibly stuffed up nose. The seasons here are shifting. We are definitely getting into fall temperatures here in Michigan in the Northern Hemisphere. So with that brings all the lovely stuff that comes with the cold weather. So today is actually supposed to be, I guess, in the 60s during the day, which is a heat wave that we've been having, but we're dropping down into like 34 degrees Fahrenheit at night. So yeah, my husband woke up this morning to get ready for work and start his truck, and he had frost all over his windows. So here we go. So if you're new, welcome. I am primarily a full coverage cross stitcher. That is where my love, I guess, lies. I do dabble into some non-full coverage sometimes, but to be 100% honest, that's not calling to me lately. So if you like what you see, you consider sticking around. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thanks for always coming to hang out with me. Let's see. I don't have as much as I usually do, I feel, to show you guys this time. Fall really affects me in different ways than other people. A lot of people love fall. They love everything about fall. I struggle with it getting dark earlier. So it kind of just makes me kind of feel blah. So that's hard, especially when I'm ready for bed at 9:30 because it gets dark so early. And then the time change is going to happen soon, and then it's just going to be over with for me, I feel. But I do this every year in the fall. I struggle kind of with this. And then lately, my anxiety's been stupid. And it doesn't take much to trigger it, unfortunately. So I've been kind of dealing with that also. So yeah, it's just been a little bit crazy lately. So let's talk some stitching. Like I said, I have 6 projects to talk about, but only 5 I can show. So we'll start with the one I can't show, and that is my dad's secret piece. I kind of was doing a daily 30 on that, and what that means is stitching on that for 30 minutes a day, and that's it. However many you get in that 30 minutes, whether that be 20, whether that be 100, whatever. But I rotated that out, and I will show you what I've rotated it with next. And I think it was between having that as a focus piece and Dino as a focus piece, it wasn't helping things either. I'm on track absolutely for getting it done for my dad by the time he finishes his diaconate, and right now I did another 577 stitches, so that's at 39.29% right now, so it's going really well. I think maybe next week I'll get it back out and kind of just do an every other or something like that, or give it a focus week every month or something like that, and I will get it done in time for him. So I need to do an update picture on Instagram. I won't be showing my dad's piece here until I gift it to him, because he does tune in sometimes to my Flosstube. So if you are wanting to see pictures of my dad's piece, he does not have Instagram. So I will post it over there, even though I'm horrible at posting things on Instagram. Okay, so next we're going to talk about my focus piece for this year. My goal is to have it done by Christmas to gift it to my daughter. And this is Beginner T-Rex Attack. It is by Heaven and Earth Designs. Its artwork is by David Penfound. And I believe I have a picture of where it was when you guys saw it in the last video. This one's been kind of a pain for me, but I'll show you where we are now. So we are getting to the corner of a page. So I haven't got another page finished since you guys have last seen it. But I got 4,265 stitches on it since my last video. So we have the other T-Rex leg coming in. Over here now, this is going to be a rock. This rock, man, I decided to go out of my diagonals and I took some of the colors in this rock and brought it all the way down. However, when I got to the bright orange color, I realized that something was off. My count was off somewhere. I miscounted in one area and literally a ton was off. So instead of trying to figure out how to work around that whole entire thing, I frogged it. I had to frog over 200 stitches in this piece yesterday. So we're back on track now. It's all correct. So we're just working on this rock. So this will be a page finish. And then after this full page is done, I have one more full page and then 4 partials. So we're slowly inching our way there. But we did hit a huge milestone on this piece. This is now at 90.13%. So I have hit 90% on this piece. I think I have like 17,000 and something stitches left to go. So I'm super, super excited. So there is that one. All right, next up. I think I just started working on this last time, but it wasn't enough to show you guys. This was one of my wheel spins. This is Mini Gardener's Paradise. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs as well. And apparently I didn't take it off the hoop, so let me do that really fast. Its artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. I will show you where it was. This is on a piece of 20 count. Ada I got from Dying for Cross Stitch. I think it was one of their monthlies. I always forget to mention, beginner T-Rex attack is a 22 count, and that is done 1/1 with DMC floss. Bear with me, because I forgot to take this out of the hoop. I don't like to leave them in while they're just sitting there and not in the rotation. But here we are now. I got a total of 508 stitches on this. And it looks so good. So it looks the best, honestly, when you look at it from far away. Otherwise, it gets really pixelated looking. But I love the pinks coming through. I love the side of the greenhouse that's coming through. I'll bring it in closer. We're in front of a window. You can see definitely it gets more pixelated. But this is stitched 1/1 with CXC. And it, again, is a 20 count. Ada, you are new. I am an Ada girl. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't like even weave and I don't like linen. So there's where we got, and it looks so good. It's so much fun to stitch. But it's so funny how if I look at it like this up close, like it's just like, but when you look at it far away, it looks absolutely stunning. So there's that one. Next up is Hobbit Hole. This was an Etsy chart. if it's still available, I will link it below. Unfortunately, that's the problem sometimes with Etsy charts, or honestly just any Heaven and Earth Designs is the same way. Like, you could have bought charts and you can't really link them anymore because they're not available. So this is Hobbit Hole. It is stitched on an 18 count in murky water from Dying for Cross Stitch. I have a picture of where it was before. This I have to fold kind of funky because I started where I did. Maybe. Okay. Here's where we are now. So, yay! I have finished this page, this little page over here, and started in this little partial down here. So now the words are about here on the piece, and I don't know if I want to save the words to last and do the whole up here and then come down and do the words, or if I'm just going to do them kind of in the page that they're in. I'm leaning more towards option 1, saving them till the last. But I love this piece. It looks so good, but it actually is a big old workout for my brain because of the fact that it's not all filled in and it's scattered. So there's quite a few. There's probably about 8 colors in this. But it looks so good. I like it on this fabric too. So that piece is now at 16.36%, which I'm quite happy with. It's definitely different than anything else that I have. All right, next up, I have a new start. This is from Kathy. She is on Instagram. It was her birthday, and she wanted us to pick between a couple charts that she had in mind for her birthday. And then I saw this one. I'd never seen it before. Of course, Ebony had to run off and send me the link. So this is Sunset at Hogsmeade, and I will link it below. I cannot pronounce the shop that you can buy this on Etsy. And I don't want to butcher it. So I got my whopping, I got 505 stitches on because it was a new start. I just did the typical wheel. But I'm doing mine, of course, in a 20 count, 1/1 with CXC. And this is where I did a whole lot of 820, 939, and 823. That is all this is. So I'm debating for this piece if I want to try something new. Again, it's gridded. I did put fray check, which is this stuff, on my edges. Highly recommend this stuff. It literally works amazing. So I'm debating if I want to do this page by page, or if I want to do it in like the 2 blocks and work all the way across and do like through the whole pattern and do like a typewriter method style. I don't know yet. So this is where I got. We're just in the upper corner of the sky. I'll bring it. It blows it off when I bring it in. I don't have my ring light on right now. I'm just sitting in front of a window. So definitely excited for next year to increase those to possible 1,000 count, but I'm very happy with actually touching all my projects. All right, last one I already have to show you. I don't have a lot of, I just feel like I haven't done a lot of stitching. This is my new daily 30 rotation piece. This is Welcome to Diagon Alley. This is a Country Magic stitch pattern. I have a picture of where it was. And so far, I've only got 302 stitches in. It's on a hoop. Hold on, please. I need something behind it. There we go. And here's where I am. So all I've done, this is 747. I'm gonna bring it back. Is this really light blue. And this is all I've been working on and filling in so far, like 300 and some stitches of it. If you want to see this piece with amazing progress, go watch Stace, who is Stace Stitches. She's flying through this, and she showed it in her last video. But yeah, you can see the house, one of the houses starting, and the dragon wing. So I'm sitting right now with this one at 11.16%. Again, it is a 20 count with CXC. And I forgot to say my Sunset at Hogsmeade after 505 stitches got me to 0.27%. So yeah, I'll bring it in to show you, but it's gonna blow out. It's all right. And that is all I have to show you for projects. Quick video. All right, haul. I wasn't planning on buying anything. And then I was watching Dawn, who is Busy Mom Stitcher here on Flosstube. She has a lot of amazing projects, and I love it because I remember when she first was thinking about getting into full coverage, she messaged me. We were talking about fabric and stuff like that, and not only she took full coverage and just ran with it, and she has so many amazing patterns that she is working on now. I saw this one. I'll put a picture in. This is called Patriotic Heart. It is a Stitches So Beautiful pattern, and it is by World of Love Hearts. I love patriotic things, and things with bright colors are really calling to me right now. So I bought it and had Abby do the floss and the fabric for me, and it's already on its way here. I believe it left the UK like 2 days ago. So, oh, I just hit my knee on my desk. So that was one. And then Alicia the other day sent me a Hobbit pattern that she saw because we're doing the Shire. And it's Hobbiton. It looks like this. It is from Stitching Masterpieces on Etsy. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, and oh man, it has blends, you know, stuff like that. I can't do 1/1 on 20 count, you know, not really feeling the 2/1 on 18 count anymore because it just kind of looks bulky to me. So I was like, oh, but I couldn't get it out of my head. So I will be scrapping my Shire painting, and I will be restarting it with Hobbiton. Now, if you're interested in seeing how Hobbiton stitches up, Stitching Masterpieces actually does have a Flosstube channel where she is stitching this on a stitch with me. It looks phenomenal. It doesn't have a lot of colors, and a lot of the blends are colors that are already called for, if that makes any sense. So we've been thinking and talking back and forth about how we want to work this, and I think I don't like tent. Now, before I go too much farther, I don't like doing tent, and my brain can't get around it. I have no problem with anybody else doing tent and the way it looks or anything like that. I personally, my brain just views it as incomplete. Like, I always feel like I have to go back and recross it and stuff. So I just stick with full cross. So I think it's going to be big, but I think I'm going to do it on 16 count. And I think I will truly be happier with it, and the stitches will look less squished. So I haven't bought any fabric for that. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to start it. I did show, and I know Leann, who owns Forbidden Fiber Co., and she has her own channel. I think it's Leann Stitches on here. She's going to start it with us. So I went through the DMC that I have, and I had over half, like 3/4 of the stuff that I need. So I don't need that much to buy for it besides fabric. So that is my only other purchase. So I will be getting rid of Shire painting and doing Hobbiton instead. And I'm so excited. It looks so cool. So yes. I have 2 new Flosstubers that I have found and I have been watching that I haven't said anything before. And my first is Catherine Stitches. She, I believe, is from Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I apologize. Her stitching is beautiful. I believe she's currently doing weekly videos, and I definitely recommend going and giving her her channel a check out. The other one is Marilyn. She is the 50 needle stitcher. 50 as in 50. She is from Estonia and is also stitching on some great projects. Her first video, she shows a lot of finishes that she has done. But her stitching style is completely different from anybody's that I've ever seen. So definitely go give her channel a look as well. All right, life. I feel like I'm running in 7,000 directions half the time. Life is same old, same old. school. She's got homework every single night, which is a pain. Um, but she's doing amazing. We had great reports from her teachers, from parent-teacher conferences. So she's doing great. She does have band now, which she's sticking with the trumpet. And she loves band. So yeah, she's very excited to not have to go tomorrow though, because it's every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday, and they're off Friday this week because she gets to sleep in 30 minutes more. So, so yeah, that's been going on. We have like a youth camp thing at church on Thursday nights in October. It's primarily for 6th through 12th graders, but they're doing something for the 4th and 5th graders this year as well. So she goes to that. And then my husband runs the medical team at our church. He's like the head of it. And he's been working every Thursday this month so far. And he had no one sign up for medical. So I've been going to church on Thursday nights as well, running their medical, just being on standby in case there is anything. So we're not getting home till like 9 o'clock. And then it's like, I take her snack with us and she eats and calls my husband on the way home to tell him goodnight. And then it's like in the door, teeth, bathroom, change into jammies, and it's like ready for bed for school the next morning. So it's been a little bit crazy around here, I feel. Yeah, I have been listening to a new book. I actually got it from the library, but I can't be bothered enough half the time to stop stitching, or it makes me fall asleep. So I got it on audiobook. My husband put his Audible account on my phone, and it looks like this. It's called The Company of the Dead, and it's by David J. Kowalski, and it's interesting. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to follow it right now, to be honest. It's not what I thought it was going to be. There's so much like bouncing back and forth. Like, we're talking about the Titanic, then we're talking about modern times, and then we're talking about like Germans and Japanese and Americans and time machines, and I don't even know what's happening right now. So let me get a little bit farther. I'm already like 10 hours into the book though, because right now my brain can't even process what's going on half the time, but I don't want to stop reading it because now I'm like invested, even though I'm so confused at the same time. So that's the book I'm currently listening to. All right, I think that's all I have. I did have a question for those who are actually still listening and still tuned in. So I'm, of course, like everybody else, thinking of plans for next year. And my plans aren't going to be as rigorous as this year. Like, I originally was like, I'm going to focus on Dino, and every new start's going to get to up to 2.5%, and every other thing is going to get up to 5%. And I don't know where I thought I was going to come up with all this time to do all these, plus work, plus, run my house and be a wife and a mom, because that is not humanly possible. I gave myself way too many goals this year, and I realized that. So I had to bring them in, and I ditched the 5% and the 2.5% thing and just have been focusing on Dino. So next year I have been thinking plans. So my question to you is, would you like to see a new video with plans for next year? Or would you like them to just be tacked on to a random Flosstube video? Kind of trying to see what everyone would prefer for that. I'm fine one way or the other. So let me know on that below. I think that's all from me though. So I am going to get going with work. So I just wanted to say also, I said something in my last video with Hurricane Helene, and still the devastation that has come out of that is just insane. Like, it's beyond words. And then they got hit with Hurricane Milton. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be, but still, like when you're reeling from one and get smacked with another right after. So, we do have family. My husband's uncle is in Florida, so we checked on him. He's okay. Him and his wife are okay, and their son. So, and I know Jen the Caffeinated Crafter is okay. So to anyone who has loved ones in Florida, or maybe you're in Florida, I pray you guys are okay. It's just crazy. Weather's crazy. It's unpredictable. And we try to predict as much as you can, but I know where I'm at, we don't necessarily deal with that, but we deal with other things. But I just pray you're safe, and yeah. My anxiety was sky high watching it come in, but it was like I couldn't stop watching it at the same time. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. So until next time, remember your mental health is important, and to take time for yourself each and every day, and to be a light to the world around you. I will see you guys in my next Flosstube.